Welcome to STS 20, in which
we're all in one place.
We do it live. Although technically, every week we do it live because we don't actually like script this crap, and it's not ever.
You can script this crap if you try.
But at least now, if you kind of go off on one, I can actually hit you.
Yeah, and it means like if you start ranting, I can just kind of wave and stop you because we're running out of time. You miserable, angry fuck.
No. Today I think that's your type.
Because you
did you? So
you are a
this guy,
heathen.
so he's dead to the world, and rather than wake him up, I thought, I'll do him a favour. We don't really have much to do today. You know, not a massive amount. I'll let him get some sleep. So he finally wakes up, and he's the most miserable, angry. Because I did him a favour and let him sleep. What's that about?
That's because I was gracious enough to close the curtains and turn off all of my alarms at like 6 a.m. in the morning so that you could get a decent night's sleep.
Yep.
And then you were just like, oh, he looks so adorable. I'm just going to leave him to lay there like some sort of angry fucking dwarf.
There was one point, Bunkerface came downstairs and, we were like, so are Fluke and Dave still asleep? Like, yeah, they're cuddling.
I did wake up at 9 a.m. I took a picture of Xander laying on the air mattress.
But that's
on
not
my
creepy
floor.
at all.
And I texted it to his other half. I was just like, look, he's such a little angel. To which he replied with, aye, he is, isn't he? Tell him to sort out his fucking hair.
Brilliant. See, this is what I have to live with. This is the abuse I suffer on a daily
that's
basis.
mostly a common
You ever wonder
theme.
why I'm such an angry bastard? This is it.
But to be fair, you could probably say what his other half said to most of the people in this house.
I know, everyone just kind of like, when we saw you coming through the train station, it was just like, there he is. My God, he looks like he just cannot be bothered today. I was like, to be fair, none of us could. It's like, we're all just wearing hoodies and like messy hair, because it's like, we don't have to.
I'm getting on a train, carrying bags, and I got around in Sheffield when it had been raining solid for 18 hours. And I'm not just talking like, oh no, it's raining. No, it wasn't just raining, it was fucking raining for 18 hours straight. The road I live on had like a stream running down each side of the road.
Wasn't there a flood warning?
They were considering putting flood warnings out, despite the fact it's not long since they've cleaned the drains and dredged all the rivers and stuff.
Pulled all the bodies out.
Yeah, and dredged all the shopping trolleys and all that kind of, and tyres and crap out of it. To be fair, it looks nice, and supposedly it increased the water flow to get rid of the flooding we suffered.
Hang on, Sheffield, nice.
Surprising, I know. It is, to be fair. It's nice. There's lots of trees.
Whereas in my case, I was just kind of standing there.
Lots of trees. It's cool.
I was just standing there with my long hair battling wind.
It was nailing it down. So I got on and I would damp, I would piss wet through, getting on the train, and I was just like, well, what's the point? What's the point in making any...
I don't need to make an effort.
I'm going to look like I've been dragged through a hedge backwards no matter what I try.
Yeah, plus we don't have to make an effort today. Today is the day before the chaos. This is the day of just like, slippers and pyjamas rather than...
Yeah, literally. Homer Simpson slippers.
Don't do that, you'll kick the effing mic.
Oh, well.
It was really easy to spot you, by the way. You just look kind of Irish and leaning against the wall.
Yeah, apparently I do look kind of Irish. I'm not sure where that comes from. It's probably just pasty white and with a big green hat.
It's the Bill Bailey hair.
Yes, Bill Bailey hair.
Yeah. So, we should actually talk games and stuff. Because apparently, that's what we do.
Yeah, apparently that's why we're here. Apparently.
Videos that went out in the past week. Were there any from you?
I geeked out with Fluke for a while about FPL.
Yes.
That was pretty
Which I watched, and it looked quite interesting. I am tempted to pick up a copy.
It is a fantastic game. It's still devouring hours of my time.
And it runs on really low end systems.
Yeah, you were laying there playing it last night. I fell asleep while you were still playing
it
it.
on my really old dual core netbook. It'll run on anything.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Anything else?
That was it from me.
Really? I can't remember what I put out. I think I put out something. Oh yeah, Jet Set Radio.
Oh yeah, I was on that with you, yeah.
Yeah, that was it. And it ended up, like, we started it, and it was... Jet Set Radio was meant to be a rather, like, awesome video for me, because I went in it and I was like, yeah, Jet Set Radio. I actually, like, I really loved Jet Set Radio growing up.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
I really was happy that they brought it to the PC, so I was like, okay, let's do a video on it. And it's like, yeah, Jet Set Radio! And then it got dark.
It really did.
And
we started out so enthusiastic, and by the end we're like, wow, this game's terrible.
Yeah, we started out and it was like they brought the original back with the crappy control system and everything, and then by the end of it I was
damn control system.
By the end of it, he was just like, it's not actually that fantastic. And I was sat there going, I had this wonderful crystallized memory from my childhood that I wish I'd just left alone.
You've now taken a sledgehammer to
Yeah,
it.
I have destroyed this perfect crystallized moment of my childhood. It's like, man, I remember playing Jet Set Radio when I was a kid. And I remember playing when I'm slightly older, and my god, did it suck. Rather than, my god, I remember it being amazing. It's like the original Tony Hawk game.
It's a growing problem in games, though. How many now do we see that it... And to be fair, it's not just games. Movies the same. Remakes and nothing new.
Hey, the new Dread film's pretty good.
Remakes and redos. Yeah, but it's nothing new. It's just a remake, a rehash, a redo of something that somebody's already done the first time around.
Where do you draw...
It's going to shatter somebody's perfect memory.
Where do you draw the line on that, though? Because the Dread movie, for example, is a perfect story that is its own little story. It's its own unique story for the movie, basically. Like, it doesn't require any back knowledge. It doesn't require any... It doesn't require a sequel to answer certain questions. Everything in the film is tied up and in this wonderful little package that is just, here is a story for this film, bonk, done.
I don't personally, I don't mind revisiting universes that we've seen before, as long as it's not a retelling of the same story.
Yeah.
I mean, a prime example would be the latest Total Recall. It uses the same source material, but it puts enough of a slant on it that you're not watching the same movie again.
Yeah, as we discussed, it's basically like picking up Colin Farrell with a little claw machine and dropping him into a completely different setting.
Pretty much.
So you've seen it then?
I haven't yet. I've heard enough about it to know.
Yeah, I've heard enough about it, but I might as well not. I might as well not bother seeing it, but I will eventually.
I'll see it eventually. I don't tend to get to the cinema all that often because of the days I work.
Pros. It has the three-breasted woman in it. Con, it doesn't have Quaid start the reactor.
Yeah. Missing the best bit of the film, the guy in the...
I am excited to see Looper, though, which looks very awesome. And somehow we're, again,
I saw an advert for it on the side of a
movies.
bus, but I had no idea what it was or what it is. It was something about it being this decade's Matrix or something.
The short version is people are sent back in time to be killed, and to close the loop of all the time travel, they at the end of it send back the killer to be killed by himself, thus closing the loop.
Okay.
Unfortunately, when they send back the guy that's doing the killing, he's smart enough to actually stop himself from killing himself, and thus the movie begins.
Oh, okay.
And it's got Bruce Willis and...
Boy Meets World.
I can never remember his name.
It's Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yes.
As far as I'm aware, that's Boy Meets World.
Yeah, I think so. To me, he's Inception.
Really? I've still not seen that
And the
film.
Shmoyoho video.
You haven't seen it?
No, I haven't seen the
Wow.
section. We did watch Iron Sky, though. And why are we discussing movies?
Oh, wow, Iron Sky.
Oh my dear God. Oh man. It's every...
It's everything great and horrible about movies in one movie.
No, I'd say it's everything horrible about movies in one place. But it's like watching a car crash in slow motion. You can't take your eyes off it.
I thought it was absolutely
Are they
amazing.
really gonna... Yes, they are Zeppelins in space.
But they weren't
Downfall parody.
They weren't balloons though, because the outer part of the balloon part folded away and fighters came out. So it was it was
Begin
awesome.
the meteor blitzkrieg.
And then you blow a huge chunk out of the moon, and the moon's just still sat there, and just it's just
Plot holes the size of a crater on the moon.
plot holes you could have gotten the moon through.
I thought it was fantastic. Just
You
brain.
just didn't think about it was just totally brilliant. What should we do next? This will be a laugh. Let's have some, let's have them almost took out of an airlock, but he just grabs hold of her and pushes her back inside and then climbs in and then shuts the door behind him like nothing happened.
I'm gonna hit you.
What?
Your phone.
Oh, that's somebody sending me an email.
Yeah.
Besides,
And the great thing of Terry Crews in space, essentially,
Terry
and then
Crews.
being turned white. Do you want to stop that?
No, I'll finish doing it now. I'll start this. There we go.
Wow.
So should we discuss why you're actually here then? Why are you in my house?
Why am I invading your personal space in such a brutish and brash manner?
I was just here to steal your food.
Yeah, we're just gonna
Good luck with that.
I kind of noticed that was a bad idea when I
somebody beat
arrived.
me to it.
I purposely made sure that the fridge was empty when you
Oh,
got here.
God, last
However,
night.
McDonald's on the other hand.
That, oh my God. No, I'm not going to say that. That's not what, no.
That was fantastic. We ordered one of everything on the McDonald's menu.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just because we could.
Yep.
It was a bucket list thing of mine. So, yeah. But anyway, let's actually discuss the real reason why you're here rather than eating McDonald's. Eurogamer.
Yeah, Eurogamer, and going and talking to all the people, which will be starting tomorrow at some awful.
I believe we wake up at 6, which
Oh,
is...
wow.
Don't make me think about it now. I don't have to think about that for a few more hours.
Is that better or worse than Res? What time did we get up for Res?
I don't remember. I don't want to think about it.
He shut it off in his mind.
It's better than Germany. Look on the bright side. I got up at 5 for Germany.
That's
Jesus.
okay. I wasn't there.
Like, I go to bed at 5 or 6.
Yeah, man, I know.
I'm just going to be dead on
Oh.
my feet for the next 3 days.
Yeah, we're going to be back real late and stuff. This is lots to do.
Oh yeah,
People to talk to.
there's after parties and whatnot. But let's actually discuss the
Yeah.
work. Let's discuss,
Well,
why we're
okay,
going
that
there
is
for
the work,
all of
really.
the awesome people.
Yeah, so much stuff to go and have a look at.
And they're announcing more stuff all the time.
Yeah, I'm going to say, scrolling
Pikmin 3.
Pikmin 3 and Pokemon Black and
through
White
this
2.
list, it just keeps getting bigger. Oh, man.
I'm really curious this time around, given that a lot of the stuff we're doing this time is going to be gameplay footage rather than interviews. I'm really looking forward to seeing if we can get some of Aliens Colonial Marines.
Yes.
Yeah, there hasn't been a huge amount of gameplay footage out about that.
There's been very, very, very little. Because I'm really interested, because it seems very focused on the co-op. It's basically, for all intents and purposes, looks like Left 4 Dead dropped into the Aliens universe.
Yeah.
And that
Nothing wrong
seems
with that.
pretty cool. I don't know, that'd be pretty good. I enjoy the co-op. I like Left 4 Dead for that. There are complaints and whatnot about it, but I like that 4-player working together rather than necessarily PvP-oriented stuff.
I actually really enjoyed AVP's multiplayer, the new one that they brought out.
I didn't play that new
But it was so buggy was the problem.
one.
That really diminished its enjoyment. It was too unstable at launch, so there was just no point in queuing for it. One of the things I'm really looking forward to checking out that we already tried was Guns of Icarus.
Guns of Icarus looks so good.
Yeah, we had a little game of that.
Yeah.
We need it. That seems like it's got so much potential. Again, for the co-op thing with like 3 or 4 of you on the same airship all running around, just somebody piloting, people in the gun. Well, that's going to be wicked. That's going to be really good.
And Hotline Miami is back again.
Yeah, one of the most trippy games I've played in a while. I'll definitely have another sit down with that, to be fair.
So what about you, Kev? Like we've said what was on the list last time that you were looking forward to. What have they added that you're really after?
Oh god, I couldn't tell you. Zombie U is probably one because that is the hardcore launch title for the Wii U. So I'm kind of wondering what are they doing.
Bayonetta?
I've got a love-hate thing with Bayonetta. I loved the first one, but the second one, it's kind of pushing me towards buying a Wii U, and I don't know how I feel about that yet.
So it's like, goddammit, it's too good.
Well, it's more a case of I want more Bayonetta, but I don't know if I want
good,
enough
but
to...
I don't want to have to buy a console to get it, you bastard.
Yeah, so I'm looking for other Wii U titles that'll entice me in. So I was like, well, I'd buy a console if there were 5 games that I would love to play.
Yeah.
And
So
because
Is Pikmin one of those games?
Pikmin 3 might just be one of those games. If they did a 3D Pokemon game, then I would be all over that as well. Like Pokemon Stadium 3.
I must admit, of all the stuff that is now available on the floor, or has been announced it's going to be on the floor, the ones that I'm interested in the most have all suddenly come from Sony.
Really?
Yes. I was really looking forward to getting my hands on things like Forza and Need for Speed and Grid.
Yeah.
And of course Carmageddon.
Yeah, Need for Speed and Carmageddon.
But now I'm really, really psyched to get my hands on All Stars Battle Royale to see how they're doing it. To see if it's as good as I want it to be. I'm really curious to see Sly Cooper when Vikings attack is looking weird. And let's not also forget Tokyo King Jungle, which is essentially GTA with lions.
Yeah. That
What? That makes no sense.
Right.
it's
Explain.
fantastic.
What?
Such a simple concept.
Tokyo.
Okay, so in Tokyo Jungle, the year is 20XX, whatever that means. Judging by the graphics, it's futuristic numerical code for 1998, according to the Eurogamer page. But it's essentially you get to play as a wide range of animals. You get to explore a post-apocalyptic landscape of Tokyo.
As an animal.
Yeah. And there are other animals running around that you have to like watch out for and stuff. See?
So you're a deer. You gotta watch out for like lions eating you and things.
Yeah. And there's a draft you can like go and try and F up a lion if you really want to, and if you're feeling manly.
So basically, it's a bit of silliness that could be quite hilarious.
And it's only £10.
That actually sounds like quite a laugh.
There are 5 things to do in the game according to the Eurogamer review: chase other animals, fight other animals, eat other animals, have sex with other animals, and wee on checkpoints. That's assuming you're playing as a carnivorous creature. When playing as a herbivore such as the deer, the first few items to know this should be substituted with be chased by other animals and eat plants.
Nice.
Be eaten by other animals.
So, hey, look, a lion. Let's run away from that.
Yep.
Oh yeah, there you go. And the fact of like randomly one of the pictures for the Grand Theft Auto mod that came out, which was the elephant mod. Yeah, this was because they were like, hey, Tokyo Jungle's coming out, and it's essentially GTA, but with animals. So let's put an animal in GTA.
That's awesome.
There you go. An elephant driving a convertible.
Awesome.
Wow.
So it turns the player into an elephant.
Yeah,
That's
we'll have the
awesome.
link to this so that other people can watch it.
Oh, that's genius.
Yeah, plenty of silliness abound with that.
The one thing I'm hoping for the most about Eurogamer isn't actually on the floor. I'm hoping the weather holds up.
Why?
Because the weather in Brighton was rainy, and it had a huge impact on the mood and everyone that was there. While like a lot of people were, still enthusiastic and still excited to be showing off their games, and everyone was awesome, and the mood was still pretty good.
Brighton Centre's a lot smaller. You're a lot more.
Yeah.
You're outside a lot quicker. The Eurogame.
Earl's Court is pretty big, but you're still gonna. You're still like having to deal with outside. And you're still going to get people coming in from outside. If they're soaking wet, then that's going to change things because you're going to get this big group of angry nerds that's all covered in water.
Down for 4 days.
I'm just hoping it isn't overly humid because being stuck in a humid convention center, never fun.
I'm hoping it's. I know it won't be, but I'm hoping it would be Germany weather. I want like 30-degree heat because that was fine inside.
Yeah, because you can air condition.
30-degree heat in that country is fine. 30-degree heat here.
Too humid.
Make it like 20-degree then.
No, it won't be. That's the thing.
No,
I
know.
It's gonna be fugly. So
to be fair, as long as it's sunny, if it's cold but sunny, I can deal with that.
That's perfect for me. I don't like heat at all.
Oh, I can't stand the cold. It's cold.
Oh, you're a gigantic girl. To be fair, I prefer heat to cold.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm too skinny. And it's like heat I can deal with. Cold cuts right through me.
I see. I don't have that problem.
More Pokemons.
Yes, Black and White 2.
Yeah, Black and White 2's hitting.
I've never been a Pokemon player. It's more because it's always Pokemon.
But
Long story.
What are you, Bill Cosby?
It's fine. You don't have to play Pokemon. What you do is you just get Mr. Pandaria and play pet battles.
Oh.
Yeah, so I've heard.
So yeah, the WoW expansion launched. Have you been playing it?
I played it for as much as I could reasonably justify without staying up all night before coming over here.
I haven't started leveling yet because I'm waiting for one of my housemates to get his Kung Fu Panda monk up. I'm just running around doing pet battles. And my god, they're so irritatingly fun.
I think the main thing that I'm having trouble getting used to with pet battles is that it's not a two-way strength resistance system. It's like if something is strong against one thing, it's not weak against the same thing.
Yes, that's quite interesting. The one thing that irritates me the most is that any time I stun something, an NPC will always swap it out. It's just like, you mother...
Why, just go for PvP pet battles.
Yeah, I should, but I can't because I've been leveling Tyrael and Lurky.
Right.
And they're both humanoid. So, running into people that have, is it critters?
Yeah, critters are really...
That they do
a snake destroyed by Tyrael, and that just made me so sad.
I'm currently trying to do the NPC trainer down in Northern Stranglethorn. That's got Nanas the monkey, the tiger, and the jade panther. And it's just like, beasts have an ability where when they're low on health, they deal extra damage.
Yeah.
So I got Nanas down low, and then he one-shot Tyrael. He just punched him so hard in the face, he disappeared. And it was just like, what?
I'm tempted to do like Team StarCraft with a Zergling, a Mini Thor, and whatever Heart of the Swarm has.
I was thinking of going with a bro squad, But now I'm realised I'm going to go with Tyrael, my rocket chicken pet. And I think the bananas pet is a beast, isn't it? So I may go that.
That is well-rounded and sensible. What have you done with Dave?
I'd find horrible names for it.
Oh, that's okay then.
Like Holy Rocket Bananas.
Okay, I can see that happening.
Also, I'm irritated by a profanity filter on everything.
What was it you were trying to name it? I can't remember. You mentioned this yesterday.
Yeah. Blizzard have put a profanity filter on names, so I can't name my monkey this shit. Because I like to call it this shit's bananas.
Wow.
Why? This shit's bananas. I think that's a good name.
No.
It's better than some of the names I've currently seen running around.
Okay, put it this way. If there wasn't a profanity filter on it, not only would we have to put up with your awesome, in air quotes, names, you'd have everyone else's really terrible ones.
Yeah, you'd get like racist ones.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, like that's going to always exist because the WoW player base is terrible.
Well, yeah. No, it's because the internet.
The internet in general, yeah.
People and anonymity. Gabe's greater internet football theory.
But you're not really anonymous in WoW these days.
You are more or less. I mean,
It depends who.
I can go and roll a new character.
You're anonymous to me, but you're not anonymous in the grand scheme of things because real ID and
battle tags.
yeah.
But you don't have. If you are someone that doesn't add anyone on real ID and doesn't add anyone on battle tag, you can just go onto another character, and no one will know.
Maybe. So, how nervous are you guys now for Eurogame?
Less than I was, to be fair.
Fair enough.
I'm okay now, but I can see myself like throwing up tomorrow before I leave.
Really?
Maybe.
Fair enough.
So that might be because of the McDonald's.
There was a large amount of McDonald's.
Protein shakes.
So, we should like wrap up.
Yeah, probably.
Because the Borderlands footage in the background is running out.
Good game.
Yes.
Me.
Anyway,
game, very good game.
before we go, the question video went up yesterday, or was meant to go up yesterday. It went out earlier today because YouTube sucked.
YouTube suck or you suck?
YouTube sucked.
Oh.
It didn't ever finish processing.
Oh,
So
when does that?
it never actually got published on the auto scheduler.
Right.
So I had to sort it out this morning.
Right.
Yeah.
So, from me,
And me.
I guess, if you have any questions, queries, or comments, leave them where?
Below.
Fair enough. And from all of us, please do remember to check back and watch all of the Eurogamer goodness, and we shall catch you for whatever other videos come in the meantime. Peace.
In a while.
Stay awesome.